Hey y'all, it's Catalina. I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I added a shortcut on my phone so that I can do this. And this happens. Editing me. Yay, we did it. So this little shortcut has been keeping me sane throughout my move. I moved in March. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that. And I have been on the go or unpacking or very busy with work or trying to make videos. And I haven't been doing my traditional planner, um, like keeping track of my tasks and things like that. It's just, if you've moved, you know how crazy it is. So this little shortcut has been keeping me sane. And if you're interested in setting it up for your phone, then just stay tuned. So I apologize for any car noises or noises from my upstairs neighbors. It is very hot in New York. It's very hot and humid. The window is open. I normally record with the window closed, but I'm not trying to die for this video. So, if you've never made a shortcut in your phone or even have opened the Shortcuts app on your phone, I promise you it's going to be very easy. You don't need any sort of computer science knowledge or coding. You don't need any of that in order to do it. You just have to follow these steps and you will be able to have this shortcut on your phone. If you have an iPhone 15 or 16, you can even, I don't know if the update is out yet, but you will be able to change this button that doesn't really do anything anymore and have that be the shortcut button if you don't want to do the back tap. But I have had this shortcut on my phone since I had an iPhone 8, so you don't need a newer phone to do this. My Android people, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I've always been an iPhone girly, so this first step is optional. By default, I think you have a list that says reminders. If you want your shortcut when you tap your phone 3 times to go to your standard default reminders list, then you don't have to do this. But if you want it to be like mine, it goes to my monthly inbox list instead of reminders. This is what you're going to do. For the purpose of the video, I'm going to make a new list, but we're going to go right here on the bottom right where it says add list, and then you're going to make a new one. I'm going to name it video inbox because I've been testing it out and I think video list is already taken. Video inbox. All right. And here you can also customize it. So if you want to change the color to like purple or gray or peach or whatever, you can do that. Let's just go with, I don't know, orange. You can also change the standard little 3 dots to something else. Let's say you wanted to have, I don't know, a carrot for some reason. You know what? We're going to put carrot. That's going to be our icon for the video list. So we made our list. It's called video list. There's no reminders on it. That's okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to open the Shortcut app. As you can see, I've been testing out the shortcuts, so I have a bunch of redundant ones, but we're going to make a new one step by step. Follow along. You're going to press the plus sign right here on the top right of your screen, and you're going to make a new shortcut. You're going to want to rename it. It doesn't really matter what it's called. It just has to be something that you can differentiate from other shortcuts. So we're going to name this, to rename it, you're going to click that little drop down arrow, rename, and I think we'll name it video carrot list. And you're going to hit done. Now I have iOS 18.5, I think. I'm not sure when you're watching this video. If you have a different iOS, the steps might be a little bit different depending on what they've updated it, or if you have an older version. Just try and follow along as best as you can. I think it used to have like a little add action at the bottom instead of search actions, but I don't know what they're going to do in the future. So not so scary, right? We have just made a new shortcut. It doesn't do anything, but we have renamed it. So that's the first step. We're doing great. You're doing wonderful. Next thing we're going to do is going to search actions. And you want to search for ask for input. Just search ask and tap ask for input. The shortcut is going to ask you for a text input with a prompt. That's what this says right now. When this runs, it's going to ask you, hey, put in some text, and the prompt is the question that you have pop up. So for me, like I said, mine says what's on your mind. This is what I have set up on my phone, and you see the text is the input field. field. So you can have it say what's on your mind. The video that I watched that inspired this had like Captain's Log, you know, if you want to do Star Trek vibes. I had a version of that as well. You can do what's up. Literally, it does not matter what the prompt is. You just put whatever you want. So I'm from the Bronx, so I'm just gonna put your, and then you're gonna hit the top done. So the next thing we're gonna do is we need to gather that text somewhere. We have to tell the shortcut, hold on to it for a second. So text, I'm gonna search for text. Then you're going to add current date. You see this little slide bar right here? If you don't see the variable that you want, you can slide until it says current date. I personally like to add the date and time when I entered the reminder. So that way I know, hey, this is from June or this is from May or whatever. This one's a little bit older. And the time also helps for like late night thoughts. So if I'm writing a reminder or a note that's like, when did I write this? And it's like, oh, I wrote this at 3 o'clock in the morning. That makes sense. So right here, this little pop-up window, you can change the format that you want your date and time to show. Right here on the bottom where it says example, September 9th, this is how it's going to show up. I personally like it short, so short date and time format. If you want it long, you know, it'll add the seconds. If you want a medium, you can do it like that, but I like short. You can also do custom. So if you change the date format to custom, then you can use Unicode Technical Standard number 35 to name it however you want. If you know what Unicode Technical number 35 is, that's where you'll find this feature. If you don't know what it is, don't worry about it. Just select short. So let's change it back to short. Make sure both date and time are at short. If you don't want the time, you can just hit none. Or if you don't want this, you don't have to add it. Now this next part is that we're going to hit done. And we're going to exit out. This next part is important. Make sure that there's a date. Oh, you see, I deleted that. I did do it on purpose, let's just say. I accidentally deleted that. If you do that on your end, just undo, it'll come back. What I wanted to say was make sure that there's a space next to your date. If you don't, when you add it to the reminders, it's going to say like July 1st, 2025, and there's not going to be any space between 2025 and the start of your sentence. So put the space. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to, again, our little slide bar down here, ask for input. And you see how giving it something to do with the text connected it to the step above. Now we have that little bar between here. Then we're going to, once again, search for an action. And this time we're going to search for show results. Show, you see how it says show alert? We're looking for show result. It should automatically put in text into that result field right here, that little text. It should automatically put it. If it doesn't, if it changes to something else for whatever reason, tap it and change it to text. So right now, this is what our shortcut says. When I run this shortcut, ask me to input some text with the prompt, add the current date to the front of that text that you gathered in step 1 and show it to me. Next, we're going to tell it to add this text to my reminders list, the reminders list that we made at the beginning of the video. Remember, it's called Video Carrot. Okay, so once again, we're going to search, and this time we're going to search add new reminder. Add new reminder. So right now, we need to tell it to add the text to the list of the reminder, and we don't want to be alerted. We don't want a sound when this plays. If you want a sound, you can change it. Right now, we want add, and again, this little slide bar. It should be the first one, the text, but if you don't see it, just scroll over to the side, and then you should be able to select the yellow text. So take the text that you're showing me, add it to the list that we made in step 1, which was video inbox. Was it video? Yeah, video inbox. And I don't want an alert. So that's it. We made the shortcut. It's done. So we can test this out before we put it onto the phone. We can test it out by pressing the play button at the bottom. So we're going to run it. See, it pops up your question mark. This is a new reminder. I'm typing with one hand. So this is a new reminder for the video. Okay, then we're going to hit done. It's showing it to me. That's exactly what it's going to look like. So right here, you see it says 7/1/25 space 8:05 p.m. space. This is a new reminder. So like, remember how I said you need to have that space? If we didn't have that space, there, the this and the PM would be connected. Perfect. Now we go over to our video inbox reminder, and not only did it run it in the little test environment there, but because it's a functioning shortcut, it adds it to the, this is a new reminder for the video. Great. That part is done. The next part is also very easy. We're going to find the setting in the accessibility settings that controls what happens to your phone when you tap it 3 times on the back. As I mentioned before, you can change the, I don't remember what this is called, multi-purpose button up top soon, if not now, to the shortcut. I think I might end up doing that in the future because I'm not really using this button for anything, but I like the back tap. So we're going to go to our settings, and you're going to search for tap. I've found that that's the easiest way to do it. The back tap is also in the accessibility setting. So if you go to accessibility, touch, all the way down to back tap, yours might be off. So I think normally it says double tap is none and then triple tap is none. So you can turn it on by, I like triple tap. If you want the double tap, it works exactly the same. But go to triple tap and let's do, you go all the way down to your shortcuts. So you see I have a bunch of tests that I've been making for the video, and we named it video carrot list. Remember? So that's the shortcut that we want to run when we tap our phone 3 times on the back, and then we're going to exit out of that. So exit one more time to save the setting. It should work. It should ask me your instead of what's on your mind, because that's the one that we made for the shortcut of this video. There you go. Look at that. It worked. Okay, we're going to hit done. Now, let's go check the perfect. So I use this for everything. Everything goes in the back tap, right? My shopping list, my late night thoughts. Like I said, if I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I have this crazy idea and I'm like, I need to jot it down quickly, back tap 3 times. Then you can add it and process it later. I have added little moments that I wanted to remember. For example, like if you're walking across the street and you see these 2 cute cats or something, and you're just like, oh, I was walking across the street right now and these 2 cats were playing in the little fountain. That didn't happen to me, unfortunately, but I'm just saying, you run into a cute little moment like that, tap 3 times, and there you go. Like, you have it saved so that when you get home, when you get to your journal, you can go through it and be like, oh yeah, I did see those cats, and write about it. The more often you process your inbox, that means go back and see what's on the list, the fresher it's going to be in your memory. If you wait too long, if you know that you're going to be somebody who's going to wait a really long time to do this, write as much as you need to write in order to remember what it is. Because there really isn't a limit to the text that you can put in that field. Just because I wrote 1 sentence doesn't mean you can't write a paragraph. Like, you can sit there and write a paragraph, and then send it off. 2 paragraphs, whatever. I think the Reminders app, I'm pretty sure the Reminders app is going to get an update later this year where you can attach more things to the reminder. So I'm hoping that I can update this video later this year with a more powerful shortcut, so that if you wanted to record like a video, a voice memo, or you wanted to add a picture directly from the tab, I think we might be able to do that by the end of the year. But I have found that this has definitely helped me just keep on track with things that I want to remember. And I have actually used this is also the reminders app that's built into the phone. You don't have to buy a new app. This, if you have an iPhone, it comes with the phone. Okay. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope that was helpful for people who are on the go, for people who need to like somewhere to quick to jot down their thoughts so that they can process them later. An inbox that I think it even works on your lock screen. So this might be like a privacy setting that you have to change. I don't think so, but I think by default, like my phone is locked. Tap it 3 times and it brings it up on my lock screen. That's Winston. So yeah, you don't even have to unlock your phone, which is why I find it very useful for late night thoughts so that way I can do it and then go back, put the phone down. Don't have to open the phone and then go to the don't have to be distracted by any of that. So if this is something that you find useful, let me know how you plan on using it in the comments below. If you have another shortcut that you've put into your shortcut app that you're like, you know what, you would love this, let me know. I'm always trying to, play around in there. It can be a little confusing, but this one, super easy, as you saw. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.